Yay! Hello YouTube. We got Brisbane. Oh, it's raining. Oh my god, it's raining. Is this like our first game where we've actually had rain? Oh, and it's windy too. And it's windy too. Wait, did the rain just go away? The rain just went away. What happened to the rain? Why is it all sunny now? Why is it all sunny now? I don't know. But yes, we got, oh, wrong controllers. Remember which one's which. But yes, we are kicking off. This is our first game of the day, YouTube. We got, I swear there's like stuff going around though. It's just spinning around, is there not? Yeah, I mean there is, we can see little spits of stuff happening. So I guess it is raining a little bit. It is, Brisbane is player 1 in this game. Oh god damn. Maybe I need to switch these around. Yeah, I think that's the thing I need to do. Because I'm mixing it up over here. Get rid of this. We're get the kicks down here. Hopefully we can get a nice little close game over here. Is that a goal? Oh god, that's not good. Hopefully we can get a nice little close game. It's been a while, man. It's been quite a while since we had a close game, and I blame the update. I think in general, like in terms of the way things have gone, I was like, oh yeah, the game in general is better, except for like the game competitiveness. We've noticed that things just haven't been the greatest. But oh, the wind! Oh, the wind picked that one. Hopefully it can be good in here. Let's go, teams. Let's go. Yes, did I say Brisbane would player 1? Yes, and that would make West Coast the other one. Get rid of this, please. Mr. Long, kick it down there. I had an I had an interesting thing happen with the YouTube uploads on stuff. What I found was that I completely forgot to upload the Yakuza episode. Like it was going, right? Like I was doing it. Like it was uploading. It was like in the processing stage, and I guess like with stuff I had going on in my mind, and what I was focused on, I just kind of forgot. But it's up on YouTube now. But that made things interesting for when I get around to the other Yakuza games, which should be starting tomorrow, right? In terms of like Twitch stuff, it kind of it made it. I was like, oh, maybe I should just do that with like Yakuza stuff or like really long things, you know. Just let it upload the next morning. Just do that. You know, let the HD processing whatever happen just during the night. Maybe you just let that happen, you know. Like, oh my god, what an idea. There we go. Like, hey, there's a goal. I mean, like now that I haven't like completely kept up with it, like cool, that's a thing for us to do, which should make it the AFL season easier to complete. Because with the introduction of Yakuza, it had made it so then it was harder on me playing the AFL games. I did find it be harder for me. But now I think it can be okay.
McCarthy. Sweeping handball.
No, get rid of this one, please. Who's coming to that? Get rid of it. We are still on a good pace with our games. But I just know that I'm on like I've reached the point where collecting stats is difficult. Just keeping up with the quick math. All the other rounds up until this point, and dividing like 100 by the numbers was simple enough. Hopefully, like I can work out a system. Like I'm looking forward to round 20. You know, once we get not round 20, but round 21. You know, once we get to like round 21, that is when teams will be playing their game number 20. That'll be easy to divide by. You know, like that one's gonna be fine. Yay! Everything around that, you know. Just keep it going little by little. I think lighting wise things are okay. It is daytime, so you'd kind of be imagining that the sunlight will carry around the lighting around my face. Let's just get rid of this. What's this coming to? Here we go. Handball over. But how are like AFL results looking for me personally? Yesterday, I mean, things have been like pretty terrible for me personally. Like, it was like, shit, Freo beat Geelong, and that's not like even the Geelong scarf there. I mean, it's a Geelong scarf, but that's not the reason. It's like, I'm financially incentivized for it. Like, the results have just been so bad, and I was like, oh god, Essendon are going to beat Sydney. I was so terrified of it. But Sydney freaking held on. They held on, so thank you, Sydney. Every week they're over here trying to give me a heart attack. You know? I just need them to just please make final, Sydney. You can lose in the first week once you get there. Just make it, please. But then I look at like Geelong, who I also need in there. I'm like, oh god, why couldn't you just beat Freo? That's all you had to do. You just... And then now they're in a position where I'm like, crap. Like, they've got Port and Collingwood coming up, and it's like they have to win one of them. Like, I think they have to win one of them, otherwise they have like no chance of making it in, unless things went so incredibly amazing for them. It's like, shit. At least the good news is that the Port game is at Geelong next week, but they just lost to Freo there. But hopefully they'll be able to pull through for me.
The Eagles are within a point. Cameron, Ashcroft.
Yeah, okay, let's bring it over here. That's West Coast. But like even Adelaide beating Port, I'm like, Jesus Christ. Can these other teams just go away and stop trying to make it into the 8? It's like my ones make it in that I need. Like, please. I just want some money. I want my money. But it's interesting. I look at life. I look at the life situations I've got going on, how things are, how my day-to-days are going. You know, that went all the way away. I look at how things are kind of set up, and I'm like, you know, when I got this AFL season here, like, it's fun to be able to go through the season, you know? And it's fun to collect the stats for me. That's like it's a habit I'm in now, right? To do that. But I also see, I'm like, what is that really contributing towards? Like, it's contributing towards my own personal like hobby, but that takes up hours in the day, right? That can probably be spent elsewhere. On like a different hobby. It's like trying to say like, what is the most valuable hobby I can have? I look around at that and say, okay, that's something that's only going to be a benefit to me in terms of benefits. And it's like, okay, like that's cool. That's like the most important person to benefit myself. Oh god, out here. But like there are other hobbies that probably have a better chance of being like long-term uses as well. Where it's like, I could, like if I wanted to, maybe instead of that, I could be like going back to learn chess, you know, and playing chess stuff, which could be something that could be used for stream and even potentially YouTube, you know? I see that, I'm like, I literally just got in my mind now, I'm like, oh yeah, like I do NBA betting, right? Granted, I'm not like the greatest at it, but I put in effort, okay? I put in effort. And I'm like, maybe instead of, like, if I wasn't doing the AFL stuff, I could have been, like, researching my shit that I've been doing, you know? Because it's like, I got spreadsheets on spreadsheets, right? Where it's like, I have, like, the game, the box score, basically the box score of, like, every single game from the last season. And even like the season before as well. So it's like, dude, maybe I should be like, maybe I should be like looking at it and trying to find little patterns, you know? Because I know like my like betting strategies aren't, I don't think they're like strategically good, right? It's like, even though it's like trying to play, it's like trying to find a way to play safe, but it's still high risk, where it's like, we should be probably looking for things that on the surface sound harder to do, but are actually have like the same, if not lower risk. Probably. Like that's the type of thing I should actually be thinking about. And that could have been like a couple hours. Just some patience, you know? don't just find things and then want to bet on it because you found the thing and then you just kind of like go with it. It's like that's something else that's on my mind, like actually going back into my research stuff. I will say this, like doing like sports research can actually be like, and trying to find like patterns can actually be really fun. It's just the implementation afterwards of like what do you want to do with this information that I reckon like I don't know if like I'm classified as like, I'm not like a beginner but just a not very good amateur. But like it's still very interesting to me.
That sloppy play, Dunkley, desperate.
Yeah, get rid of this. Missed the stop.
Thought about hand passing.
He just kicked it into him.
Behind for his own team.
He just kicked it into him.
Hearn with the footy. Turnover. That could be a
there we go. But then again, at the same time, like doing like the whole research and stuff, it's like you kind of have to be like a little. You kind of have to be good at working out what is like worthwhile research versus pointless shit. Because like last year, I had spent like a bunch of time researching like older players, which for the most part did not really help out. Because like I was looking through their like whole previous season, which was quite a bit of work, but it wasn't really worth it.
They're building something dangerous here. The kick was centimetre perfect. You can see their confidence growing.
Get rid of this one because like situations change a bit, you know.
That's skillful.
And that's something. Like, there's always learning experiences as you go through stuff. So get rid of this one. Thank you, Mr. Coleman.
The Lions have got out of jail. The Eagles have denied them the corridor.
It is kind of what I like. It's one of the reasons why I like having streaming, having YouTube here. Is that even though like I don't make money from it, it takes away energy to like
a real rainmaker.
I mean, it came back. I mean, it came back in, you know.
To a very good start. Lots to discuss as we hit the first change. What's happening down there, Gary?
The Lions started much better, but you just know there'll be a response.
But yeah, it's like looking at I like having like my attention away from it because then it's like I'm not. It's hard for me looking at betting stuff to not want to like get sucked into like making a bet as soon as I see it. That can be a problem for me. Which is usually fine NBA wise because games are on every day, so it's kind of like the point of NBA.
And this looks promising. Into the middle of the kick.
Get rid of this one, please. Thank you. It's coming to. Oh, there's a kick out there. Yes. And well done. Lena. I don't know. It will be like the wind's been taking shit.
Drop punt. That'll be a goal.
Oh.
The Eagles are on the ropes. They need a spark before this one gets away from
Oh yeah, freaking Brisbane losing the Gold Coast yesterday. Like, oh, I only had like one result this whole round go my way. I'm just looking at today like, please Melbourne beat Richmond, please. Please beat Richmond. It helps me on 2 accounts. On 2 different things I got. But I will say, like, having like long-term bets like it's an investment, like that's the thing I see when it comes to betting. If you actually play something that's like going to be, that its chance of being resulted is like a long time from now, it doesn't even feel like a bet. It like actually feels like an investment, which is basically what it is, right? At that point, like the idea of betting is just really short-term investment that will be resulted incredibly quickly, which just has so much variance in that. Here we go. Like, I imagine things like investing could actually be the type of thing that I could be interested in, right? I just haven't gone to it. But it probably should be a thing that I actually look up. Just little bits of and just try and play around with. Even if it was like $1 investment stuff. Just like play around with it on like the side. Like that's probably something that would actually
This is what it gets paid to
be something that my mind would actually have interest in.
Heads towards goal.
Just based on like experiences I've had. I feel like it would kind of make sense, but who knows? Who knows if I'll go to that.
Solid tackle.
Oh, in the 50.
The Lions are playing some great footy.
Mr. Brisbane.
Desperate defence. Manages to get off a handball.
Okay then.
You don't see that every day. Boy.
I know you don't see that
Looking to
every
get
day.
forward quickly. Generosity is a wonderful quality,
Oh.
but not on a football field. He's caught.
Okay, who are you going to get that with? That is with Mr. Ryan. He goes into
The Eagles
the
need to
50
make inroads
of a
soon.
Waterman.
The Lions have
Yay.
now. They desperately
Well done, Jake. Well done there.
It's there.
Better ball movement on that occasion allowed them to open up that opportunity in front of goal, and they've got 4.
Who are you going to get? Ow.
He'll be sore in the morning.
I am. Keep it moving.
He ran into a
Keep
brick
it moving
wall.
here.
Ashcroft drives it
Well done,
inside the
Mr.
forward
Cameron.
50. They've got them on
Yay.
the line. McCluggage all on his own.
The Lions are working harder at the present time, and they're reaping the rewards.
It's funny, I was mentioning yesterday how like I've been trying, because I have a thing coming up whenever that I'm still not even 100% that I want to go
They did
to.
well to
It's like a
construct that
Pokemon
goal, but the
thing
inability to
that
convert really let them down.
Barris goes
That,
to halfback. Who's
I've been trying to learn Pokemon stuff. I've been trying to work out how to do that, and it's like my idea has been like if I'm just seeing things from like if I'm like watching the movies, I can like pick up little bits and pieces on like generation stuff, you know, do things like that. It only hit my mind today that I should probably watch the Ashes like last season just to see it. Pick some stuff up from that. Here we go. Bet it. Whoa. There we go.
What a hand pass.
Just McCluggage. But yeah, like I'm trying to learn what I can. I'm trying to like hear little things about the games. I'm trying to hear little theories that were going around, so I can learn stuff like, oh yeah, like Gengar is like meant to be fables, like ghosts or whatever, you know. Try and learn little things like that. Make it seem like I know what I'm talking about. Maybe I'll be able to use it. Be like, oh, I know this thing. I remembered that one. Like, just get little bits of information. And hopefully by the time the thing comes around, I actually decide to go to it, and then we can use it. Yay!
Demanded the footy and got it.
There's Jamie Cripps here.
Change here.
Please get the goal. That'd be cool.
He hasn't
Oh, that's
kicked it very
oh.
well. McAdoo
I mean,
taking
it
that
was
chance.
kind of online.
Neil.
It wasn't like horrible. It just
McCluggage.
the wind didn't allow him to make
They
the
might need to
distance.
tag him. Cameron, the Eagles.
It's coming to that one.
chasing tail. Out
Yo,
to
here.
the opponent
Into the
and
50.
took a ripper.
And
The game is
no.
Hunt.
Handball, please.
Good
Yes.
handball. Barris. That's
Go
almost
again.
worth a kick. Duggan. Kicks to space.
It's coming back.
Can
That's
they catch them out
unfortunate.
on the turnover? Should have done better. Ryan read it well on centre wing and can pump them back into attack. Poor footy there.
We want to get rid of this with.
Good
Oh!
disposal.
How to get rid of that?
That could have been better.
Says the ump.
Oh, okay,
On
over
the ball
here.
now.
We can get
Great
that.
play.
Well done.
Waterman drops into the hole and marks.
He'll expect to convert this.
Here, let's see Mr. JK. Waterman.
They desperately
Oh.
need a goal. He should kick it. He hasn't kicked it.
Okay, I do appreciate that the wind actually matters.
Coleman.
Like, that is something that came in, like,
McCarthy.
the update, what, it was like a week
The
ago?
Lions are bringing
I do appreciate
great
that.
energy. They're moving the footy well here. McCluggage. They cannot keep him quiet. This is good ball movement.
Into the
He
50,
just
can they?
kept
Oh, they got
backing up
marked.
his boat.
Oh, I was thinking, like, surely they're going to get it.
Neil
Lucky!
heads towards goal, but the kick is astray. A minor score.
What was I going to mention? I think I was going to mention trying to, like, oh!
Can keep it moving. Terrific forward.
Well, that's not good for you.
Gone, caught napping in a dangerous spot.
Handball
Hipwood.
good. Hipwood
Well done.
runs in and bangs it home.
Well done for you. 5-goal lead for Brisbane here.
Start to drop.
The Lions
I'm sure I was going to, like, mention something surrounding, like, exercise. And being like, oh my god, yay, I got my 20Ks back up and stuff. But I don't know. Oh no.
Pocket rocket. Good tackle. McCluggage. It's a hard ball. McAdoo.
It's interesting
They're moving the footy
to
quickly.
me
Bailey. He's
how
only got one.
I can want
Now he's got two.
to, like, listen to more
From strength to strength. All the answers at the minute.
They are giving them a hiding
Yeah.
so far, but there's still time for them to turn it around.
serious in
It's
nature,
no
like,
place for the faint-hearted.
closer to,
Zorko
like, things that, like, aren't
inside
very
50 with the kick.
But I also notice...
Bailey puts his
Oh,
hand
get rid of
Greg
this.
Williams would have been proud of that one.
That
McLean
my abilities
under close attention.
to, like,
Neil,
stay on an exercise bike while playing a game, mind you. Like, somehow that like, I need to still be in, like, the right headspace to be able to, like, listen to a more serious and content thing. To be like, oh, this is worth a damn. But, like, because... like, I'm finding myself more emotionally gravitating. I'm finding myself gravitate more and more to be like, I just want to see the Pokemon thing, god damn it. But it's kind of a situation where it's like, oh, I don't want to see this other thing because, like, shit going on in my head. But then, I remember this is something I definitely would do, and I still kind of do it, where I can stop myself from, like, just looking at the entertainment thing, because then I'm, like, beating myself up over it, you know?
Cully, Cripps, crunching tackle, Ryan. It'll be lucky to score.
If they can keep running and taking the game on.
But I guess, like, a thing to learn about psychology-wise, right, would be,
Shuey, Cripps.
I don't even know if it's not like, it's like a masochism, you know, but not like in the sense of like, oh, let me, like, get myself physically, let me, like, hurt myself physically, but, like, emotionally, you know. That's a mark. It's like the idea of you know, like when people cut themselves for not to, like, do, like, lots of damage, but whether it's, like, just to hurt themselves and stuff. I guess, like, I'm kind of like that emotionally a bit. And that's, like, I guess, trauma shit from childhood. Probably, like, looking at that. That actually does, present a little topic that's interesting to me. And I was doing this, bit of a sun. Thank you, Mr. Guff. I was looking at,
not much has gone right for them today, but that was a great...
there's, like, an interesting exercise that I don't know how many people do it, and I've done it very few times, but it always seems to have, like, the same result, right? And it's like, it's like pretending to hug yourself, you know? It's like finding something, so it's like a pillow, whatever, and just, like, hugging it, and, like, imagining it's yourself, you know? Like, doing what you can to do that, and, like, see what happens. Like, kind of think it, like, brings out, definitely how you actually feel about yourself, because, like, for me, it's like, it's very painful, right? It's actually very painful, and, like, holy shit, I'm crying over here, you know? And it's like actually seeing that happen, and it's I try to think a bit of, like, why that kind of happens and stuff, and I guess because it's happening within the same mind, easier it's to, like, actually be willing for that part of the brain that, like, I guess might feel, like, traumatized or whatever, that's in pain, has been in pain. It's easier for that part to actually be comfortable to, like, open up and, like, release, because it oh goddamn, it's comfortable with what it's releasing towards. I guess why that can be difficult, but just to do that with, like, I guess other people.
Cameron, strong grab. Delivers it inside 50. Rayner goes without it.
But I guess, like, it's something that I have some interest in trying to, like, continue doing, just to see, like, if, like, I actually kind of will keep doing it, what that will ultimately lead towards. Because in a way, I think I might be in a better mood today after having done it last night. Like, it actually might have just released some things that were going on. At least some pain. Get rid of this one, please. No, yes.
As we get going again.
And you get kicks down there.
It's hard to find a winner for them today. The kicks are strong.
Anyway, I'll probably circle back around to that, but I was going to go back to the Pokemon stuff, because I was talking about, like, the Pokemon movies, and I think I got to the point, because over a decade ago, I imagine, I would have actually been watching Pokemon stuff. I would have been like, oh yeah, for some reason, let me like just go watch Pokemon. So I would have seen like the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 seasons or something. Because I remember having seen the movie with, I don't know if you know Latios and Latias. It's like that was like the last. It's like the 5th movie. It's like the last one I remember seeing. And I remember it because it's like one that actually made me cry. So like I actually kind of remember it. But even then, like like as I was going, as I like let it go through while I was doing my stuff, doing my stat collecting.
McInerney looking for territory.
I completely forgot that Ash got kissed at the end of it.
And he's off target.
And I was like, I'm pretty sure it was Latias who kissed him. But after like looking it up this morning, I guess it's meant to be like ambiguous. But I'm pretty sure it was the Pokemon. I'm pretty sure Ash got kissed by a Pokemon. Get rid of this one, please.
Just as they were looking
Thank
dangerous,
you.
coughed it up.
Yes.
Getting their
Who's coming to it?
going.
Go.
Shuey, Kelly, the
Little
Eagles
kicks
can
here.
build something here.
No.
Natanui. Saw in the morning. Just
But I remember like as I was seeing like
runs onto it.
Go.
Cameron. He'll feel
Yes.
that one. Zorko. Hipwood.
seeing like
Solid tackle.
Pokemon Theory videos because I was watching them this morning while I was doing my exercise and doing and playing a game about like the theory that like humans can actually be quite connected and to Pokemon. They're like these Pokemon are like dead humans, you know? Like oh damn. Okay then, let's go over here. Oh,
reads the place so well.
thank you.
Cameron, Hipwood.
Get the kicks down there.
On the
And in fact, that movie I was talking about is like, I think it might be the only time I've actually seen like a Pokemon die.
The Eagles might be able to start.
Here we go, let's go out there. Thank you. Keep it going. Let's go West Coast, let's try and get some stuff in here.
Kicks inside the forward 50. Some good ball movement.
Out to the right. We want to get this too. That is nice. Handball it away. Oh, please get rid of that. Who do you want to get? Go.
Has it now on centre wing.
Into the 50.
I've liked his game today. Can't take it.
Well, that's great, but I don't know if you've... But West Coast ain't been doing too well, though.
We've got a whistle.
Oh, this is kind of nice. 11-11 to 4-4. That's kind of nice.
McInerney wins the hit out. Neal, no easy exit. Ashcroft
Yeah, it's a kick.
moving the footy laterally.
They go...
Zorko
Oh.
makes the kick look okay.
Okay, surely you can get this one. Oh, no. But that's a good tackle. And, yeah, that's the right result, I think.
That's good vision. Wilmot.
Keep it going.
Hard to present. McCarthy.
McCarthy.
Making their way through.
Over to Dunkley.
They're running rings around them. Berry sees an opportunity and plays on.
Oh, no.
Wrapped up. Zorko.
Well done. Damn.
Absorbs the pressure.
Nothing wrong with them.
Holding the ball.
You know your limits.
Okay, then. Yes. Ooh.
He'd like that one again.
When it comes to, like, in psychology, like, trying to understand people and stuff, like, I guess I'm thinking of, like, people's voices right now. Because if you, like, want to try and, like, think of it this way, right? When you think of other animals, you have, like, a very quick amount of time to see a tiger and being like, oh my god, this tiger is dangerous or not, you know, if you're like in the wild. It's like little characteristics that you have like a very short amount of time to decide if it's like a positive or a negative.
The Lions forcing them out wide.
Oh no.
Berry with an
Oh
opportunity.
damn. And like I remember hearing stuff and it makes sense about like it was something to do with like curiosity stuff, right? It's that life doesn't really reward you for being curious, I guess. In that if there's like a thing like, oh, caution, and you go and like test it out and then you die, it's like, but then you die. So it's almost like you're incentivized to stay away from like caution things, stuff. I don't fully remember the idea, but I think that was pretty much it. But like based on survival, you're incentivized to not go around that stuff or stuff, something like that. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, my point on like the voices and stuff of how like the tigers and other animals and trying to decide if they're dangerous or not connects to humans is that, like, I know the idea is don't judge a book by its cover, right? But I imagine like there's a reason we do it. Like there's an evolutionary reason we do it, why we consider it to be a good idea to look at people and to like hear the way they sound, also hear the way they sound, you know? Like you actually just, judging a book by its cover is not just based on how it looks, but I think that would also be based on how it moves. But if you like take that stuff and you take the way they sound, I think the sound is very important. I've mentioned this at some point before, because our sounds, the way we sound in terms of our natural state, like we have the ability to like change our voices, right? We have the ability to be able to do all these things, right? And that's like a different energy within the mind to be able to do that. That's like switching energy in our mind temporarily to create a different sound. Like that's how that happens. Like you take helium, it changes the way you sound because temporarily because you've made an adjustment, a temporary adjustment to the way that your internal being is, and then it creates that change. Get rid of this, please. So like I imagine like a person's bass voice, right? Like it's important to pay attention to that because that's like how they generally are. That's coming from the mind. For them to sound the way they do, like that's coming from their body. So like if you like a person's voice or you don't like it, I think that's kind of important, you know? Kind of understanding if you're probably gonna enjoy them. Like I imagine, like just in theory, I would imagine that if you look at like the popular people in whatever areas, there's probably similarities in the way they sound and probably in the way they look, right? Like people gravitate certain stuff. I'd imagine that would be the case. Like I think of news reporters, they all tend to sound the same, which is like actually intentional. Like they purposely try to make them sound a certain way. But I do also wonder if that like actively changes their personality. So like if you like, because that would be an exercise, right? That's an exercise. Like if you do push-ups, your physical abilities are altered. Like if you do like vocal exercises, does that help change? Because if that's within the mind, to be able to like, if you're changing that bass, how much else does that change about you?
Claims the mark, kicking for his first. Second.
Oh, another mark.
The Eagles under great pressure.
Get rid of that.
Barris.
Thank you.
This is much better. Sheed.
He's got dumb Sheed. Kicking it down. Keep it going. Right. We have little kicks over. Thank you.
Can he find a teammate?
Hopefully.
Neil tries to spike
he gets rid of it.
It's a desperate tackle. Starcevic can run, and that's a great
Mr. Leicester.
The Lions
It's the Leicester. Oh, yes, he keeps it in.
Hurried kick goes very wide. They should have been going
handballs this way. Well done. Again.
Long, under pressure. Gaff. He's set upon.
Oh, that's a great insult. Scum. Scum is such a great word to describe someone you don't like. Like it just sounds perfect, doesn't it? I don't know, I was just thinking of that. Like there are so many words that we describe, and it's like the sounds of it all. They're like insults or like compliments, but just scum is just good, man.
They're playing for keeps.
Like it just sounds kind of dirty, it sounds bad. It sounds like something you gotta put a band-aid on. I don't know.
Some space. They've got time to put the kettle on.
Like it sounds like
the kick was ill-directed.
A dirty, bloodied, just
Ryan wanting to get on with
not even like it doesn't even have to be like overly disgusting, but it can be disgusting.
Heads for the pocket.
Oh, but it's just like a... Oh.
That's a bruising tackle.
You scumbag. Stop. Putting the bag for scumbag seems to like almost lighten it up slightly. It's almost just calling it straight up going scum. Get rid of that one. There you go.
She cannot be deterred. Berry runs onto it.
Amble over here. Thank you. Mr. Wilmot. Well, we came in hoping for a close game. We didn't get it. We're not having it right now. We'll still have another quarter though. See if West Coast can do much of anything, but
Cameron McInerney.
We can only hope things change in the near future.
Barris with the big fist, and we'll have a throw in. Natanui has rucked tirelessly.
That is going to be the end of the quarter here. We will be back with the last in just a moment. It'll be Brisbane up by 61 points. Okay, we got the last quarter starting now. The final quarter. We'll see if West Coast can do much about what's been going on. Haven't been able to put up much of a fight. It's just been Brisbane coming in.
He's caught.
That's strange. It's like early on. There's like somewhat. There tends to be like somewhat of the chance to be like, oh, maybe we can get some competitiveness, but no, it just tends to go away, which is sad. I remember when my games were close. I remember having those rounds, those magical rounds, where it had come around. It was so much better. It was all so good.
Looked like missing so far. So I'll back him in
But
here.
this is disposal number 30 for him. God damn.
But he hasn't got that online.
I think he was within his rights to have a crack from there, even though he'll be disappointed with the result.
Absolutely.
Long from the kick in. He had one job.
Get the kicks around here.
Clever kick.
Well done. Just trying to like think of like something else to mention. I mean, I was talking about what? I was talking about the Pokemon. The Pokemon! And
he's going for home.
I was mentioning the Pokemons. I was mentioning like
Right now they have no answers to the onslaught.
there's like psychology stuff in there. There was I'm trying to think what there was something else. I was like, oh yeah, like hugging myself and it being so painful and everything. I guess like in this exact moment, like going on like as deep as I can on that probably isn't what I was just looking to go like surface, I guess a bit more surface level on it. But now, but that's still something that I am very interested to see where that goes. Like if I actually continue that. But I'm the type of person that's very good at thinking of ideas, but then struggling to like actually follow through on them. Follow through with them. Oh yeah, I was also talking about
not a lot of positives today.
like my betting stuff. I was mentioning the betting stuff. I was mentioning how maybe I should actually be looking at the NBA games from the past year just to see like what potential patterns can show up in just any given game, you know, and trying to like be like what's like a decent thing to bet on that actually could work out. That was also in my mind. Like actually trying to set up some sort of system, trying to work something out, you know? Thank you. No. Yes. Go. Ow. Don't like it. Don't like it. Mr. Allen.
They sorely need a goal.
Do things on like different levels, and I was talking about how I was happy to have YouTube and Twitch here. Like I felt like how it sort of helped me get away from that. But I'm curious to see how things will be when we finish this season. It'll be like September time. The NBA season starts what, like October? So that'll give me some time to like focus on that. I'm curious about how things will turn out, how things will be looking.
Wins it. Kelly. Some people can't kick.
There you go. Let's see, we have it with us. Brisbane. Mr. Cameron. That's going to be a goal. Well done. It's going to be a goal in here.
It doesn't need a lot of the footy to make an impact.
The Eagles will want to put the tape and the stat sheet straight in the bin.
Absolutely. And again.
Cameron.
A Soko. Who's he got? Neil handballs.
What can he do with it?
Get rid of that one.
That could
Get
be
a her.
saving tackle.
Ah, damn.
Off the side of the boot.
Damn.
And ultimately rewarded.
A chance to clear now. It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back. Goes lateral.
And I thought you might be about to mark that. Okay, that could have been better. That could have been better. Get the picks over here. And you go. Get rid of that one. I did see, look, I haven't, because of when it's on, and because of like streaming stuff, like actually watching the Ashes hasn't been a thing that I've really done much of at all. Like really at all. But like I'm aware of like what's been going on. I'm aware of what's been going on with it. I know that I saw that Stuart Broad retired. So I guess like that means Davey Warner can keep going, baby. He ain't going out to 40 no more. He can keep it going. But I don't see that happening. Don't be seeing that one happening.
What a work ethic he has. Gaff can get it and go.
Okay, who are we coming with? Handball's over.
Ryan in some space now.
Damn, okay.
Best effort.
He'd like to have that
Out on the full, you got to get the kicks over there.
Looking kick.
And then I have been I do keep up with the F1. I do keep up with seeing how things are going, you know. I do keep seeing the highlights. So Mr. Piastri got his nice little sprint going on there. Had his second place. But dude, it's like it's like you gotta think like at some point Verstappen's like actually gonna lose. Like you would think at some point. But then it's gonna be like, oh yeah, he lost. Oh, but Perez wins. Like that's what's gonna happen. Like, Perez has been crap, but like the moment Verstappen loses, it's gonna be Perez, isn't it? Like imagine we just have the full season where it's like just Red Bull just win everything. Oh gee, I wonder who's gonna win the Constructors title this year. Oh, it was just Red Bull. Every damn race.
That's generous, and this could hurt the other way. The Lions are red hot at the moment.
It's actually interesting to think. I just tried to think of it right now. If it was actually technically mathematically possible for a team to win every single race, but still have the ability to lose the Constructors title, and like it technically is because the most a single driver can get is 26 points every race, where 2 drivers on the team can get 27. So technically would be possible. It just was never going to happen.
Good vision there.
Thank you.
Cameron.
That going to be another? Oh no, that's not another goal.
He might have done better.
Handball it, please. Well done. Into them. Keep it going.
He's so clean.
There's someone on the wing. I think that's Sheed.
Kicked it high. Sheed in the clear on centre wing.
Little kick forward.
Has found some
handballs. Thank you.
Worth a kick.
Go over here.
Sweeping handball.
But like as I said, because I've been learning Pokemon stuff. Yesterday I learned what the term Nuzlocke means. I learned Nuzlocke is even a thing. Like I'm trying to learn little bits and pieces. But when it comes time to like have to like showcase knowledge. Just trying to, I had this like idea in my head, which was to just look up what the most popular Pokemon are, but not say like the most popular one, and say something that's like slightly lower down. To be like, oh yeah, that's a popular thing, but it wouldn't come across as like, you know what I mean? Like that's the thing. That's like what people do when they're trying to cheat at chess. They don't always go with like the top thing because that's too noticeable, right? You don't always go with the most popular and noticeable thing. Like you look at what it is, and then you go something that's like a little lower down that people maybe wouldn't normally choose, but would still keep you at like a net positive all the time, right? That's what you do. That's how you cheat. That's the proper way to cheat. You don't do the best all the time. Because the success to cheating is about not getting caught. It's not about having the best answers. It's about having the best answers in comparison while also not getting caught. That's how you cheat properly. That's what it's all about.
They've got some real momentum now and will be hard to stop. Neil gives the handball away.
Okay, at this point we're just trying to see if Brisbane can get a 100-point win or not.
Try to bring the Crummers into play.
That's a throw in, okay.
How's it look down there, Gaz?
The Lions will take a lot of belief from this, not only because of the win, but the way they've gone about it. They put plans in place and executed it.
Yes.
So their stoppage work today has
Where's
been
Dunkley? He
exceptional.
gets the
Part of
kick away.
reason
That's
they are so
coming
far in front.
towards hoop.
That sloppy
Handballs.
play, and it could
Well
come
done.
back to bite.
And
Allen
kicks it in.
blasts away.
Blaster!
Fumbled it like
Oh.
a cake of soap.
Come on, get it. Someone get it.
Williams would have been proud of that one. Long,
Damn.
with a little bit of time.
He had
Okay, we got 4 minutes to go in the game now.
The
4 minutes
Lions
to go.
finishing with a wet sail. Cameron. Gaff popped up out of nowhere.
Oh.
The Eagles
Yes.
are good with their hands. Ashcroft.
Into the 50.
They're moving the footy quickly.
He drops.
Danaher.
Back with Ashcroft.
They're irrepressible.
And who you want to get it with? That is
Front
no
centre.
mark.
Shoot.
Handballs away.
Can't afford
Well
to
done.
panic. Kelly.
Keep it going.
McGovern. He doesn't waste many.
It's all about seeing the final margin now. That's all we're at.
He's had little impact so far. Rayner.
Over with Dunkley. He's in the 50.
To put an
Taking it down.
on a
Oh,
decisive win.
okay.
Duggan taking no chances.
Gary, what have you noticed down at ground
Taking
level?
no
The Lions
chances.
have had a decisive
Take no
edge in
prisoners.
clearances, and that's one of the reasons they find themselves well in front on the scoreboard.
Dunkley.
Should be in the votes today.
He gets the
Neil.
kick. And
Rayner
oh, it's another mark.
gets the kick away. That'll be play
That
on.
Charlie? It's Charlie.
He's off
But he's missed.
Seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there, and they were lucky not to
Kick
give up
it
the
out.
goal.
Oh, that's...
Hearn
I thought
with
that
the
could have been
footy.
better. Could have been better.
Neil.
Neil.
To get off a handball.
Handball away.
Cameron leading from the front.
Dunkley. Oh, he's missed.
He's missed.
He should have gotten
That was a promising build-up. It
absolutely
deserves a
should have
better
gotten
finish.
that. That's a bad miss.
Hearn goes towards half-back. Look at him.
3 on
go.
1, and it's the one who has it.
Rayner.
They're about to get another goal here.
Oh,
Yep.
they can do
They had 3 on 1 West Coast and messed it
They
up.
have to tighten up. They've been giving them away too much space.
The Eagles will be burning the tape of this.
One more goal
match.
for Brisbane
Gaff
gets them over the 100 mark here.
set upon. Ginby.
Gets them over that 100 mark.
Long.
Handballs.
Kelly.
I don't know if they're going to get that. Oh, it's off.
Towards goal. He's got the
They got
distance,
under a minute,
but
Brisbane.
not the accuracy.
Try and make
Finish
it.
let down some good play.
Danny
He had
Rich.
more time than he thought.
Rich to bring it.
Oh.
The Lions.
You gotta get rid of that. Yeah.
And he's done for holding the ball.
A little chip.
Almost an accidental intercept.
I was saying just a
That's
little chip
aggressive
over will
handball.
get it working.
Bailey squeezes the kick.
Neil into the 50.
They've
I
got
don't know what
guys
was
all
going on
over the park.
over there.
Hearn showing why he's
I think
such a
West
good
Coast are going to be
defender.
fine.
Ignoring the
They
corridor
cleared
and
the
then
100
Harris.
points.
All on his
They're not
own.
going to lose by that
Bangs it
much.
along.
It's going to be the end here.
The Lions have annihilated their happy.
Yeah, they did annihilate them. They had one last chance at getting the 100, but it didn't come through.
Daniel Harford,
It didn't come through.
Myself, Anthony Hudson. We hope you've enjoyed this match. And
Okay, then.
to your company again.
So, let's see what we had here. It was Hipwood with 4 goals. Charlie Cameron had 16 marks, and you had McCluggage on 6 tackles. Neil and Dunkley were on the top. Neil got 53. Dunkley had 46. Kelly had 42 for West Coast. That's pretty good. But Brisbane getting the win here. Over West Coast had 4 goals from Hipwood. Neil led the way with 53 disposals. They get the win, 129 to 35. They win by 94 points.